I'm going to just keep that out of the way for now. So I'm just going to twist that and bring it back on the top of her head for a moment. Okay, since this haircut has a swing forward look, what I want to do here now is I want to give her a slant from the shorter part here to a little bit longer down here. So I'm going to comb this straight at 0 degrees. And there's my point from the back. And I want to cut this, point cut it again at a slight angle coming forward. So she's going to have a real fun front angled look. So you can see how that drops down from a short point to a longer point there. On this side I'm going to be doing the same thing. And determine where I'm going to be on there. There's my shorter point there, and I want to angle my fingers down and point cut this from a longer to a shorter part. And then check the front of her for symmetry. And if you want a symmetric look, if it needs to be touched up a little bit, go ahead and touch it up a tad bit now. Okay, so that's going to be a really fun length to do things with. Okay, now what I'm going to do I'm going to bring this side down. And actually, since this has a lot of hair up on it, I'm going to bring this one over first. So I'm going to cut her right side where all the hair is. And I'm going to do a really fun technique that's called over direction. So what I want to do here is I'm going to comb all this hair really smooth. In fact, I might get her a little bit more moisture going on in her hair. I'm going to take all this hair, comb it up and over the head, shape, getting it all really nice and smooth. Double checking to make sure everything's nice and smooth. I'm going to bring it all the way over, and then on this side it's going to be coming out at 90 degrees. And what I want to do is I want to keep a lot of length on this front corner. So I'm going to be doing a twisting action where I'm going to be bringing the right front forward all the way over and twist it like this. So that's going to be doubling over, being even longer. I'm going to take my guide from back here to determine the length that I want to do. And here's my guide. So I want to bring that down here. And I'm just going to cut that, incise it straight across. And I'm following it close to that part line. So what that's going to do is going to give it some really fun textured layers that's following the head shape. So it's going to be nice and round and still have some fullness there. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this side over here. Combing it up really good. Put some moisture in it again. Make sure that I've got all that hair combed up really nice and smooth. Bring it all the way over the head again. Making sure everything looks good. Okay, and then I want this front corner to travel to the back again, so I'm at my over the head and at 90 degrees. So I want to take this and flip it over. And then I'm even with my part line in the back. So I'm going to find my guide again back here at the crown, and it's here. So I'm going to pull it out and incise that off. So there I have some nice fluid layers on this side and nice fluid layers on this side. This is going to be such an awesome haircut. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and do her fringe area. Okay, so I want this fringe to go from a short point over here to a long point over here, over directed. So I'm going to take that little piece out of the way for a moment. So I'm going to be bringing it over here, and I want to bring it about to the corner of her eye, down to approximately the top of her lips is what I'm going to do. So over direct it in front here. And I'm going to incise down from where I want it to be here to an angle down there. So that's a pretty cool look right there. Then this little piece here, I'm going to backhand it just a tad from where this left off. Just ever so slightly. Then I don't ever want to worry about cutting out these corners. So what I'm going to do now is, it looks like I still have a piece of fringe there that I must have missed. I want to kind of have an evenness along here. So I'm going to comb this down. And without taking this front corner, I just kind of want to even that out. So see, I still have my front corner there. Same way with this side. I want to make sure that I keep that corner, but I'm evening those layers out. That's where I ended. So I just want to backhand this just down to there, leaving that front corner in. Now we're going to do another fun technique that's another texturizing skill that we have. And on this, we're going to take this back section again and pin this back up. And this is a really nice weaving technique that helps you put lots of texture in the haircut. That's kind of not seen, but it's going to make a big change in the haircut. So I'm going to start here. And what I want to do is I want to weave about the halfway point in and out, and I can take as big a sections as I want to, or as small as sections as I want to. And then I'm going to start incising as I'm coming out. So the majority of the texture is going to be towards the bottom right now. Then my next section, I got this divided off into 6 sections so that I can do this again. Go to that halfway point, weave it as much as I want to, incise, coming out at the same time. I've got it right in the back now. Weaving that hair, incise as I come out. Same way here, little bits, incise as I come out. So if you had somebody with really heavy dense hair, you might want to take these sections a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to be doing some radial partings all around this back area to do this some more. So right here in the middle, I'm going to weave in there and incise, coming out. Take another section over here. weave a little bit, in size, coming out. Same way with over here. Weaving in there a little bit. In size, coming out. Now I'm over my ear here, so I don't want to take out very big pieces. Just a little bit. In size, coming out. Same way with, I'm going to be doing this all the way across the head. I'm going to move that over there for a minute. I'm going to do it all around her whole head. But I'm over the ear again, so I'm going to take smaller pieces now. Just little ones, just to add a little bit of texture and movement. And I'll even end up doing it in the fringe area. So just tiny little sections here. But it's going to make a big difference on how this haircut looks. Pick up this top section. Same thing. Weave just a little bit. Catch it about in the middle. Weave just a little bit. Now I'm going to put a little bit in the fringe area for you so you can see what that looks like. Just a little bit coming out. I want to make that section a little bit smaller for the fringe area. In and out. Little tiny sections here. In and out. Weave, weave, weave. Insides, insides. Okay, so I did that whole right side, so now I'm going to go back over here to the left. I was doing these top radial sections again, and I left off right there. So I'm back here over on this left side now. Weave, weave, weave. Insides, pull out. Weave, 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 weave. Insides, pull out. Gonna put this one up on top and do this little side section right here. Coming up on the sides here, so I don't want to do a lot again. Just a little bit. Front. Now I'm going to do this top left. Just some little sections here. Weave a few in there again, coming out. And then this very front section, this will be my last one doing this too. And there you have it, the Capricious haircut. It's an awesome haircut with lots of different things done to it. We've done some point cutting at the bottom, some deep point cutting in those first few layers, and then we did some over direction all the way over to the top. We did some twisting action, and we did a lot of lateral direction. We used different angles, and we did a lot of fun layers in this haircut. So you can see now that the haircut is done. If we go back to her natural part line again, she's going to have a lot of fun movement. So I'm going to comb this all out. And then you can see, if she even wants to dry this natural, she's going to end up with a lot of fun curls that she probably didn't even know that she had, even if her hair was straight, just because of all that different texture that's in there. So thanks a lot for watching my Capricious haircut.